On tonight's Hoppus on Music, Flea and Chad Smith talk about reviving the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You'll visit a Nirvana exhibit, and we'll all rock to rapper Theophilus London. The show's about to start. Quick, go online and tell the internet to get in here. On music. Unless you're wearing a wire, I'm Mark Hoppus. Thank you. It's been a great week. The first new Blink-182 single in 7 years came out. It's called Up All Night. Thank you very much. It's called Up All Night, and if you want to hear it live, come see us on tour this summer. Recently, I got to catch up with another band that's ending a hiatus. It's been 5 years, but they're finally back with a new album and a new guitarist. Let's sit down outside a studio in Venice, California with Flea and Chad from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Fellas, thanks so much for being here.
Nice to see you, Mark.
Thank you. You announced the news about the new album via Twitter, and I'll get this totally correct. I'm with you August 30th. Wahoo, yip, yippee, wah, yes, yeah, 3 yes. Yes with no E, ye, S the letter, yes, yes, ye, yes, 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 love, love, love.
Well,
God, I misspelt that ye, huh?
I know,
yeah.
And I was going to say, you usually like to use Old English whenever possible.
I do, ye old, so it's ye. And I pride myself on honoring the English language.
Right. Do you still have that excitement every time you put out a record? Obviously, you're really excited in this tweet. Do you still have that joy of our records coming out today? Holy shit.
I do, man. I get so excited about that every time. I remember the very first time I ever heard myself on the radio. I had a band called Anthem in high school. They had a station called K-West, and they had a thing like where every Sunday night at like 2 o'clock in the morning they'd play unknown bands, and we all sat around the radio like waiting.
They're gonna play it.
Because you knew they were gonna play it. We're like, wait, shh. And then they go, and now here's a band called Anthem with a neat little ditty called Clocks, with the song Clocks. A little new wave song, and I was so thrilled. I couldn't believe it. Like, our song is coming to air, the radio, everyone's hearing it. Like, I still have that totally. It's exciting, man. I mean, isn't it for you?
Yeah, absolutely. But one of the things that you guys as a band has done for me is kill my joy of radio. And I'll tell you why. Because every time we go to radio with a single, you guys are #1 and we're #2. Always. Throughout the history of our band.
I'm so sorry.
And now,
No way, you guys
our
are way
band
more
goes away for like, for
Really?
real. Every time, if you look at the history of your band and our band, every time we go to radio, it's Red Hot Chili Peppers #1, Blink
It's like
#2.
those Chili Peppers.
A new single that's going to destroy my band is called The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's this song about?
You know, you'd really have to, lyrically, you'd have to ask Anthony about that. You know, he puts together words in a funny way. It's just like this artistic flowing expression.
The mosaic.
It's a mosaic,
If you will. Now, I can tell you where the groove of the song comes from.
Where's the groove come from?
The groove comes from a little thing that Flea did at home. He decided to sit in his kitchen every morning and try to come up with some classic bass lines.
Yeah, I remember like having that concept and sitting in my kitchen with the bass and going, I need to come up with write some bass lines that are like, you know, this real memorable, simple, classic bass line.
Easy to do.
And I sat down, I was having breakfast with my kid, my now ex, and playing, I'm like, ah, that's a good one, yeah, because I started kind of feeling hypnotic. I'm doom, doom, ba-dum, dum, 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 ba-dum, dum, dum. And I said, honey, listen, do you think this is like, I want to, you know, like Paul Simon and Guns of Brixton, like that good, what do you think? And I played it, she went, no. I don't think that people will ever really care about that one.
And that's your single.
Yeah.
And they're no longer together.
Is it that song that drove you apart?
It could have been one of the nails in the coffin.
Speaking of famous bass lines, you were recently voted #2 best bassist of all time by Rolling Stone, only topped by John Entwistle. Are you okay with that?
You know, that's some craziness that no matter how I comment on it, I'm an egotistical bastard.
Oh, come on.
So,
Flea is the second greatest bass player of all time.
Yeah.
I think whatever Rolling Stone says is right.
They're very smart.
You know,
they know what they're
that's
talking
crazy.
about.
That's crazy talk. If you're talking about like rock bass players, I put Paul McCartney at #1, you know.
Paul McCartney is actually #3.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're
better than Paul McCartney. Just say it to the cameras. I'm better than Paul McCartney.
That guy's terrible.
Okay, let's face it, I'm better than Paul McCartney.
What has he ever done?
Did you, Chad, have you ever been voted second best at anything?
No.
No?
Always #1.
I did in my junior high school, I was #1 at push-ups. No, chin-ups.
Chin-ups?
Well, because I weighed like 3 pounds. It's like,
Right. All right, final question. What new music are you guys excited about? What are you listening to? What do you think that other people should know?
The only thing that I've been wanting to hear lately, and this is not exceptionally new, but it's new for me, is Jay Dilla.
Oh, Jay Dilla.
I just want to hear Jay Dilla all day long.
Yeah?
It's like amazing the way that he puts together, you know, bass lines and melodies and samples and synth playing and I really love the way he puts together the music in this really cool counterpoint and melodies and things happening, and it's just this hypnotic, deep, bottomless pit of groove hip-hop awesomeness. Just messes me up.
Awesome. Thanks for the suggestion.
Oh, I've been listening to, there's a band from New York called Outer National that Tom Morello is producing, and the music kind of goes like this.
That sounds very cool. I don't even know where to go with that. Awesome. Thanks so much for your time. Have a good album. Have a good tour.
And good luck with your
album.
album.
See you. We'll be at number 2. Thanks very much to Chad and Flea. To hear the latest music from the Chili Peppers, try their new single, The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie. And we've got the Theophilus London coming up next, so stick around, people!